some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Aztecs offense will have the first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Finds us back in the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Right on target this time. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn it upfield for the first.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit of...
Breaks into the open. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So,
Beck's going for the goal line. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, San Diego State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Thanks to grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Aztecs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Stepping to the right. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turning it on.
And I I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing second down and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He wants to change this route. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And the Trojans backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Going to swing it on second down. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line. Third down play from the gun. Finds his tight end. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field. Did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Aztecs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time dwindling. The half. There's the pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like a terrific atmosphere there today in San Diego. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Snapdragon Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That's reeled in. It's Duke. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Punts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to...
There he goes! And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got the quick pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Aztecs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Complete.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. He's got it for a big play. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Addison. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Motion from the wideout. The give to the left side. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Second down, he'll throw it. Slings it downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. One final play before the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Addison. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. From the gun. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Looking down the middle. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the target. Causes it incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He's taking the deep shot. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to fire. Caught. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for the score. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. If there's time to pad the stats. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A...